Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome in. You just heard the bell. That means it is time for us to step into the ring and fight for your marriage. Today, we are tackling episode number 27 of the show. We're still in the Mastering Communication and Marriage series, and today we're going to talk about how to talk about your feelings without sounding weak. This is one area where I think most men could use some guidance. I have found it over and over again. I know in my own marriage it was the same way. And the men that I have worked with in these years have often struggled in this same area. I think a lot of us do. So I'm just going to come right out. We're going to talk about it straightforward. And I want you to take this information in, do with it as you will. But I really do think this is an area, speaking specifically to us men, this is an area where we can make drastic strides in our marriage. So let's jump into this stuff. There's a bunch of good stuff in here. How to talk about your feelings without sounding weak. Listen, guys, opening up doesn't make you less of a man. It actually makes you a better husband, provided you do it the right way. And that's what we're going to talk about. So today we're going to tackle how do you share your feelings with strength and save your marriage in the process. All right. As always, 3 points. We're going to jump right into point number 1. Feelings are not the enemy. Okay. You've been taught, suck it up, right? You know, my dad taught me the same thing. Walk it off. Get up. Okay. Walk it off. And we've been taught that since we were kids. Suck it up. Walk it off. Whatever the phrase was, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I can remember hearing things like feelings are for poets, not providers, right? Wrong. Bottling up doesn't make you tough. It makes you distant. And that's the real enemy of your marriage. Again, bottling up, keeping it inside does not make you tough. It makes you distant. And distance is the enemy of your marriage. Let that sink in. When that rings true to you, because it is, then you start to realize, thinking that I was just being the guy, thinking that I was the man and I was keeping it all bottled up inside because everybody had their own stuff and I didn't need to share mine, thinking that was helping your marriage, helping your life, helping your relationship, is wrong. What it was doing was creating distance, and that's the real enemy in marriage. Saying I'm frustrated isn't weak, it's real. And she needs to know there's a heart beating under that chest of yours. You're not just some robot or a machine, right? Imagine you're stressed about work and she asks, are you okay? And you just kind of grunt, yeah, I'm fine, right? We've all done it. Don't deny it. You've probably done it this week. We've all done it. She's not fooled. She's not an idiot. She's frustrated. Why? Because she knows there's something wrong. She knows everything isn't right, and yet you won't tell her. That's why she's frustrated. So now there's this gap. Now her mind starts to work overtime about why he won't tell me stuff, why he won't trust me, why he won't confide in me. You're not lying to her and you're not convincing her otherwise. She knows something's wrong. What you've got to do is you've got to be willing to say it. Imagine you're stressed about work and she asks, are you okay? And you grunt, fine. Nah, she's not fooled. I had a guy who would stonewall his wife until he finally said, look, work's killing me. Okay? It's killing me right now. You need to know that. And he was just honest with her. And in the moment, she didn't laugh. It was an opportunity for her to do for him. So what did she do? She cooked him his favorite meal. She tried to find a small way to comfort him. So I want you to start small this week. You need to be honest with her. And don't be afraid to tell her, you know, I'm stressed about the bills. That's way better than, oh, I'm good. No, you're not. And it's not whining either. It is wiring her into your world. Now, this isn't a place for you to just, unravel and unpack everything that's headed through your mind. But what is really stressing you? What are you really facing? This is where you tell her. And if it's something as simple as, listen, I'm stressed about the bills. That's way better than I'm good. And now she's wired in. She's thinking about them too. You never know. See, feelings don't unravel you. They reveal you. We've been taught that feelings are your undoing. They're not. Okay? You were created this way. You were created to have feelings, and you're supposed to have feelings. We think that sharing them or having them is the unraveling of us, and that's just not the case. What they do is they reveal you. And when you reveal them to your partner, your wife, the one person closest in the world to you, that's where trust can grow. So I want you to try it once this week. When that moment comes, when she asks, when you've been sitting there in silence and she says, hey, you okay? What's going through your mind, or what's going on? You don't have to dump everything on her. Whatever that one thing is, share it with her. Okay? Yeah, I'm worried about the bills, or work's killing me, or whatever it is. Okay? Try it just once. Watch her respond to the man in you and not the mask that you try to put out there for her. Point number 2, frame it with purpose. Whatever it is, open it up is not dumping a sob story. It's pointing it somewhere. I'm worried about us and I want to fix it. That isn't a plea. That's a plan. Just that simple. I'm worried about us and I want to fix it. It shows her that you're leading, and it shows her that you're willing to open up and you want to close that distance between you that your silence has maybe brought on in the past. She doesn't need you to cry on her shoulder. She needs you to let her in on the mission. If you're leading, if you're the husband in the marriage and you're leading this marriage, it's got a mission. Whether it's the life that you build together, raising kids, changing the world, whatever it is you two do, when you do you, she doesn't need you to cry on her shoulder, but she does want to be let in on the mission. And how can she know what the mission is like if you haven't shared her that you're worried about the bills? How can she know what the mission is like if she can't care for you because she doesn't know the work is killing you? So you need to not cry on her shoulder, but you need to let her in on what the problem is. You need to let her in on what you're working through, okay? I had one client that would hide his doubts until finally he just looked at his wife and he said, look, I feel lost, but I'm fighting for us. I don't even know what that looks like right now, but I'm fighting for us. That was all he needed to say. His wife didn't see weakness. She saw a warrior, and she jumped in to help. She wanted to help. Now, contrast that with looking at her and saying, well, I don't know what to do. Now, that's aimless. That has no direction. That has no leadership in it. I don't know what to do. That spooks her. But when you can say, I feel lost, but I'm fighting. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't know what the next step is, but he's fighting every inch of the way. I can help with that. Okay? So this week I want you to frame it, no matter what it is. I'm pissed about work and I need to figure it out. That gives her something to grab onto. I'm worried about the bills, but we need to figure it out. That gives her something to grab onto. She can work with that. She can stand shoulder to shoulder beside you, and she can work with that. Tie your feelings to your grit. Say it with your chin up, not your head down. You're not defeated. Okay? You're still the warrior. You're still fighting. So get the chin up and just say it. Let it out there for her and her alone. Let her know. This is what I'm dealing with. I don't have the answers, but I'm working through it. I'm fighting for us, right? That's what you do. Okay? It's not about spilling your guts. It's about steering the ship while she's on board. She needs to be on board. This is how you're going to save your marriage. It gives her something to fight for, too. Not only now is she fighting whatever the problem is that you're dealing with, she's also fighting for you. One purposeful share could turn her from distant to your biggest ally, because your silence has been an issue. And this is one way to turn that and turn her into your biggest ally. Point number 3, keep it clear, not clingy. Keep it clear, not clingy. You don't need a therapy session, just a straight shot, right? I'm hurt because I need us to connect because whatever it is, it's clean, it's direct and strong. No rambling about your childhood, no begging for a hug. That's all clingy stuff, and it'll make her squirm. But when you can say, I'm hurt because, or I'm lost, but I'm fighting, something like that, that is clean, it's direct, and it is strong. Clarity shows confidence, and it says, I know what I feel, and I'm man enough to say it. I counsel one guy, he would ramble when he was mad. It was just what he did. And it was him processing and just kind of letting it out. But it was a problem between them because she felt as if he didn't have any purpose, any direction, right? And finally, after he and I talked about it a little bit, he sharpened it. And then he finally just said, and in this particular instance, the one where it blew up, and I was messaging him, she hadn't called him. And it was some things going on, and it kind of frustrated him. And so instead of all the rambling like he used to do, he just stopped and he went, look, I'm upset you didn't call. I wanted us on the same page. That was it. She didn't roll her eyes. She just kind of clenched her teeth and nodded. Oh, I got it. Yes, sir. There's the orders. You're upset I didn't call? Okay. Oh, and you want us on the same page? Oh, yeah. She was in. She was completely in. She was totally sold. There was no roll in her eyes. There was no disrespect. That was it. While he didn't have the answers, he knew why he was upset. He stated it, and he wanted them on the same page, and she was totally bought in. All right, this week I want you to practice one clear feeling. Maybe, given that you're listening to this podcast, and we're 27 shows deep, maybe it's the marriage is falling apart. Maybe the marriage is struggling. And maybe the one clear feeling this week is this. I'm tired of fighting. I want peace between you and I. Stop there. Don't pile on. Don't grovel. Think of it kind of like throwing a punch. It's clean, it's quick, it's effective. She'll respect it because it's not a mess that she has to clean up. It's a truth she can work with. You see, when we grovel, when we go on, when we just kind of share all of our feelings, whatever it is, all the rambling and none of that stuff. When you do all that stuff, now she's got a whole nother problem and a whole nother mess to clean up. That's how she feels about it. But when it's quick, when it's clean, when it's specific, when it's direct, okay? I'm tired of fighting and I want peace. Now she's got something that she can work with, and she'll respect it because it's not the mess she has to clean up. It's a truth that she can work with. Okay? You're not less for it. You're more, and she'll feel that strength. It's important you understand that. Telling her the specifics of what's wrong. Sharing with her, okay? That this is how you master communication, and you can talk about your feelings without sounding weak, okay? And she'll feel that strength because of the way you deliver it. All right, before we wrap up today, I want you to know that if you need coaching in this area, you can go to the mensaveyourmarriage.com website, and you can sign up for mobile coaching where you will get specific targeted coaching from me for whatever situation you may be going through today. It's going to help you navigate the toughest challenges in your relationship. Again, quick, personalized coaching. I'll give you the exact steps you need in the situation you're in to turn things around. No fluff, no waiting, just real help when you need it. That's mensaveyourmarriage.com. Sign up for mobile coaching today. All right. I want you to share one feeling this week, strong and clear. Share and be specific. Again, you heard some of the examples that I've talked about in this episode. Okay, just that last one I used. I'm tired of fighting. I want peace. You're giving her something to fight for. You're giving her something to hang on to, and it's not a mess she's got to clean up. All right, so share one feeling this week, strong and clear. And then I want you to share this episode with a man that's scared to open up. He needs this. I want you to follow us wherever you get your podcast, and let's keep this thing growing. When you give us 5-star reviews, when you give us feedback, what that does is the algorithm allows us to be found by more men. So give us a 5-star review, leave a comment, leave a review. We do appreciate all of them, and it allows us for other men to find us to help them save their marriage as well. And as a final thought today, guys, here we go as we head out the door. Strength isn't hiding feelings. It is owning your feelings. Once more, strength is not hiding your feelings. It is owning your feelings. Feelings aren't a bad thing. They're good to have. You have them. Show strength by sharing specific, targeted feelings with your spouse today. That's it, gentlemen. I'll see you here for the next episode next time. In the meantime, you fellas have a great day.